Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to season 2, episode 19 of Supernatural. This is like 2 more episodes to go, and a 2-part finale, so we're ramping up to something really big. I mean, it's not ramping up in the sense that there's not a lot kind of building up to the finale yet. I don't know whether the next episodes are going to have anything to do with like the actual ongoing storyline, because they've not really mainly touched on it since episode 10, I think, with Gordon hunting the psychic people. So whether they're actually going to get any more of that before the finale, I don't know. They might just leave it for a 2-part crazy finale. We'll have to wait and see. Last week we watched Hollywood Babylon, and that was really good. It was a different kind of episode. It was very meta in some ways, and it kind of touched on movies and Hollywood and how producer involvement ruins horror films all the time. And there was obviously the ghosts on the set by the script guy who was unhappy with the change of script. And not even like through the course of that, and Sam and Dean helping them defeat the ghosts, elements of that got introduced into the movie. So it was kind of cool, kind of funny, and just a different kind of episode. I mentioned last time as well, I like the more comedic episodes. Not that I like them more than the serious ones, but I like him every now and again as like a break from the heavy-hitting emotional stuff, like say with Roadkill, that woman getting killed. No, the woman realising she was a ghost and having to move on and accept that she was dead. Hard to watch. The episode after that, Heart, the woman finding out she was a werewolf and there was no choice, but she had to get shot by Sam. That was really hard to watch, so it was nice to have a bit of a breather from that. I think the rest of the episodes for this season are probably going to be quite serious, but we'll see. This episode is called Folsom Prison Blues. I can only presume it's going to take place in a prison of some sort. I know that's a phrase that I've heard before. I don't know where it's from. Someone in the comments will let me know, because I will probably say that I'll look into it and then I'll completely forget. But I have heard the phrase before, Folsom Prison Blues. But I think it's going to be an episode that takes place in like a jail, in a prison of some sort. Don't know where. Maybe there's going to be some sort of ghost or spirit in the prison, or demon that's killing people. We'll have to wait to see. Let's jump into it. If you're interested in watching the full reaction to this episode, as well as some future episodes as well, there's a link down to my Patreon down below. And by this point, this is uploaded to YouTube. I'll have finished series 2 on Patreon, just so you know kind of where I'm at. But if you want to have a look and just see if you're interested or not, that'd be awesome. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to my channel and leave some comments down below. Well, let's jump into Folsom Prison Blues, episode 19, series 2 of Supernatural. Orange is the new black, Supernatural style. Sam and Dean are going to be in the prison, because they do that quite a lot, you know, like where there'll be a situation and somebody will already be in place.
Well, this makes a lot of sense.
To open up an old cell block. Chances are maybe somebody died there and there's going to be haunting the place. Ooh.
Hey, you feel that, man?
Get out of there. They've released the spirit. Jeff Cooper, I think that's his name. He plays a couple of great characters in Buffy. Primarily, my favourite character he plays in Buffy is Zachary Kralik. Fantastic. But he also plays Rack as well.
You tell me you didn't see that? What, are you blind? Hey!
Whoa.
Randall, cool it.
Cool it my ass, man. There's somebody out there.
Randall, turn out your light and go to sleep. I'm not gonna say it again.
Ooh. Cold chill of a ghost nearby. Ooh. I thought we jumped then. This is kind of creepy. What is it? What is it? Also, fun fact from me. My mum and dad are both prison officers. Well, my mum's retired now. My dad's still a prison officer. They were both prison officers at different prisons, but both men's prisons. So I know a lot about the UK prison system and how different it is to the American prison system. Uh-oh. Tripped an alarm. And with the fact that the previously unmentioned Hendrickson, they're either going to be captured and put in that prison, or at least chased by him.
Put your hands behind your head. Sit down on your knees. Now.
Yeah, this feels like they were intentionally being captured to investigate the prison stuff. Okay. interesting. But then, knowing the kind of target they've got on their back so far, is that a good idea?
To the right. I call this one the blue steel.
Yeah, that's great. To the right. Okay, back to the lineup.
Well, who looks better, me or Nick Nolte?
Shut up.
You think you're funny.
I think I'm adorable.
It is a pleasure to finally meet you in person, Dean. I'm Special Agent Victor Henriksen. This is my partner, Special Agent Reedy.
Henriksen. Not the
From the bank.
Milwaukee Agent Henriksen.
Live and in person. Your dad taught you well. The way you cover your tracks, and after Milwaukee, the way you got vanished.
Does he know about the supernatural? I
Near
can't
went nuts
remember.
trying to find you.
I don't think he does.
He never went nuts.
I think you just think maybe his dad was a crime
All of that.
person, similar to
You get
Dean.
tripped up on emotion.
Always on like crime scenes and stuff.
Pretty rookie move. Gotta say, I was surprised.
Almost like it was intentional.
Missouri and Wisconsin being the biggest concern, the bank robbery and the murder reps.
Makes sense.
How long can we stall extradition?
A week, maybe less.
So they've got a few days to a week in the prison. Which is pretty much an idea of what they want to do, I imagine. And then the question becomes, again, how do they get out of this? Because obviously, they've got them dead to rights in a prison after the bank robbery and all that stuff. So I'm really excited actually to find out the end of it, whether they get out of this prison. I want to be some soulmate for those lonely nights.
They call top bunk.
That's a great shot. God, they look good in jumpsuits. These boys can pull off fucking anything, and it's irritating how good looking they look in these jumpsuits.
You're doing this for Deacon. Damn right. You barely even know the guy. We know he was in the Corps with Dad. We know he saved Dad's life. We know we owe him. Yeah, all right, but don't you think he's asking a little much?
I'm guessing there's something in the old block that belongs to him that's keeping him around.
Oh, it makes
Whatever it is,
sense.
we gotta find it, and you know the rest. I'm done.
It's not like Dean to leave food. What's going on? Ooh, dope, careful.
Sorry,
Watch where you're going.
Let it go.
Just try it, old man.
Dean, come on.
See, that's how you gotta talk to these guys.
Behind you.
Mr. Respect.
Behind you. Yep.
Oh, great. We get in this right now. No harm, no foul.
Oh, ah. They came for him.
What's your name?
Winchester.
Well, Winchester. Not a good start.
Don't hit him. This is part of the reason why I stressed my way all the way through 7 seasons of Orange is the New Black. Because all the prison officers that were just
Well, you having fun yet, huh?
asserting all their power, beating up on the inmates, doing worse things to inmates. Hated it. Loved the program. But, God, it was just very, very, very stressful. Oh my God. Oh. That's weird. Oh, what's that?
There are some weird inconsistencies.
Welcome to my world.
Okay, is she going to be the
Talked to a
MVP?
cop in Baltimore who swears up and down these boys saved her life and helped her catch a killer. And there's a witness to your bank robbery in Milwaukee. She swears Sam and Dean saved her life.
Saved her from what?
She was a little unclear on that.
That's because she's nuts.
But reasonable doubt.
I spoke to her. I spoke to all the witnesses.
I did jury service.
Grown-ups are trying to get some work done here, so if you don't mind.
Male privilege. Jesus.
Didn't they have Mark Moody over there for a while?
He was
Mark
there.
Moody.
You know, I was there too the night that lunatic bought it. Yeah? It was a heart attack, right? Sure, his heart stopped right after the guard stopped using his head for batting practice. Next morning, I was in his
Shocker.
cell mopping up the blood.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well.
I have to admit, though, something very, very sexy about an orange jumpsuit. I don't know what it is, because
I'd like mine al dente.
not on everybody, but on like some good-looking men. I'm all for it.
No, they're just donuts. They're not love.
He's at least definitely one of the guards
Longer, you'd be dead.
that beat that guy up. I can put money on it.
Do yourself a favor. Don't talk.
I hate officers like him. Like, you're meant to be doing a good thing, protecting the community and whatnot. Oh, I'm not gonna get into it because I will just get really angry. Okay. Another example of when Supernatural act like everything's over, but then there's not a chance in hell that that's sorted the problem.
Can't really tell you why, but I had to get you angry. So, anyway, sorry.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Truth is, I have low self-esteem issues. My man treated me and my brother like crap.
Tiny. She's on with the creepy eyes. Tiny. Tiny.
Wait, Glockner? Nurse Glockner. Nasty old bitch worked here in the 70s.
Oh.
You know her?
I met her once. Had to get a tetanus shot. She damn near jabbed the needle through the other side of my arm. At least I got out of there alive. Guys that go up to the infirmary with a cold, next thing you know, they're in a body bag.
She's like a nurse ratchet
Heart
type.
attacks, young guys, old guys.
Heart attacks.
Yeah, the story was Glockner had it out for cons, and she did this Charles Bronson thing with a hypodermic.
I'm glad she's dead
there was
then.
a room and nobody ever proved anything.
Dean, does it bother you at all how easily you seem to fit in here? All right, well, listen, either way, we need more info on Glockner.
To be fair, he fit in the film set really quickly as well, so he's just very
And we got
versatile.
No, don't give me that look. Don't give me that. We gotta see this thing through. Look, we're leaving tonight.
So I want you to look at me. Really look. And you tell me, am I guilty? We're not the bad guys.
Screw you. What? Screw you.
Is this another intentional fight?
I see the usual methods ain't gonna work with you.
I think so.
Sweetheart.
Because they do this quite a lot. They have like a fight, but it turns out they do the fight so they get themselves put in certain places. Oh god. Oh no.
Take off.
I hate this guy. I want to rip his nuts off and feed them to him.
Deacon, you are beating the holy hell out of me, man.
Sorry, Dean. I thought I was going easy on you.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God.
Mission accomplished.
I was panicking then.
Your lawyer left this for you.
About the nurse, probably.
Would you look at that? Man, I am freaking velvety smooth.
You want to maybe open it up after you're done patting yourself in the back?
I can't believe how relieved I am that guy's not a douchebag.
Seems they had a little inmate uprising. She got caught in the middle. They dragged her to a solitary cell, gave her severe cerebral edema.
Someone bashed her head in.
Good, because I wanted out of my prison. Boys, I can't thank you enough for this. I know I was asking a lot, but you still came through.
I like him now.
See you again, huh?
It's like super got me going, I want to feed his nuts to him. I like him now.
You let them get the drop on you.
Yeah. I screwed up, all right? What do you want me to say?
I want to know where they're headed.
How the hell would I know?
Let's start over again. Let me make this simple. You don't come clean, I will put you on the hook for aiding and abetting.
That is ridiculous.
You don't think that I can? You think this is some kind of game, lady? I'm the last person on planet Earth you want to screw with. Now tell me
Calm your tits.
what he said. Tell me.
I just don't like him anymore. There was something about him that was quite fun the first time. Like he had some quips and some funny lines and whatnot. But he's just a bit of an arsehole in this episode. I hope they get through in time. Yeah, it's quite a common thing in TV shows where they'll show like two things but you never see them together, which to me always means that they're in different locations. Killer. Okay. Is he okay? Bye, Felicia. Oh, he's okay. Good. I'm still amazed how much I'm like rooting for his safety after last time. After before, I mean. Oh, yeah. Just help them.
You sure this is the right damn cemetery?
She said Mountainside Cemetery.
Good on her. Good on her. Now they must get her in prison as well.
Gotta go deep this time. Deep? Dean? We should go to Yemen.
I'm super excited about where this is going to lead. Okay, yeah, I'm really excited to see where that leads because they're obviously screwed from all the crime scenes they've been at. And then there was the bank robbery and the dead body back in St. Louis, was it? And they were arrested on that time with a girl from The Exorcist. I can't remember the usual suspects. And on top of all that, they've now escaped from a prison. So at some point, either in the finale or in another season, that's got to come to a head where I don't know what's going to happen. That's why I think that maybe at some point Hendrickson might find out about the supernatural and work with them eventually. Because I can't see any other way out of all the crap that they've pulled. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping doesn't get spoiled for me because it's really exciting that it's not just like the stakes aren't just monster of the week or there's demons after us. It's also real life. The police are after us. We've done a lot of crap and they're after us for stuff that is genuine. Like obviously a lot of the crimes they didn't do, but they were involved in the bank robbery. They did come out with a guy looking like a hostage sort of thing. And also they did escape from a prison cell. Yeah, I don't know where that's going to go. My money's on the Hendrickson becomes a good guy, but please don't spoil it for me. I want to wait to see and react to it naturally and see what happens. Yeah, really excited. Because I just don't see any other way out of it. Minus their deaths again, like they did in Skin with the shapeshifter guy. Or the skin crawler, whatever he was called. Yeah, interesting. This episode was good. I like prison setting things. I enjoyed Prison Break, Orange is the New Black. I always enjoy like prison dramas, but they do stress me out. Like when I thought that Deacon guy, obviously didn't know he was Deacon at the time, was a prison officer that abused prisoners. That stresses me out to no end. It literally raises my blood pressure, blood levels, because it's just so wrong and I hate it. And I knew it from college. We did that study, was it the Stanford Prison Experiment, where they put a group of people, just civilians, into a prison setting, and they put some of them as prisoners and some of them as guards, and it was quite interesting if you read up on it, how quickly it devolved into the prison officers exerting their power over the prisoners. And I just hate that stuff. Like, you're meant to be in a position of power, you're meant to use that to help people and to do good and to make things better for everybody. But yeah, the amount of people that take that power and abuse it, and they killed that guy, that Mark Moody. Obviously, the Deacon didn't, by the looks of it, but prison officers did. That's why I was so relieved when it turned out that guy was Deacon. Oh, honestly, the relief that I felt like a weight lifted off my chest. Because I thought it was going to turn into this episode, because they were alone with him. I thought he was going to beat them up, beat the crap out of them. And it was going to be about prison brutality and police officer brutality and stuff like that, which is a genuine thing that needs to be talked about, don't get me wrong, but I like this channel to be an escape from reality, an escape from what's going on in the world, because we're in 2021, at least the day of recording this, the situation in the world is not improving, it's actually getting worse. And I know in the UK today, I saw a news article about yesterday we had the highest death tolls for COVID since March, since the start of the whole thing ever, like the most deaths in one day. So on top of that, stuff with the politics in America and everything, I just like this to be an escape. So that's why I try not to get too political, too serious about things. I find YouTube an escape for me when I'm in a down mood, or sad. I'll watch someone doing a let's play, or I'll watch some reactors reacting to some shows, and that's what I love about this. So that's why I'm glad the episode didn't turn out to be as heavy hitting, even though there are going to be episodes in the future of shows where I will have to talk about these topics. I do just want this to be a relaxing escape for people who are going through a hard time or just want some entertainment. Sam and Dean look great in those jumpsuits. They're just, I've not seen them dressed as anything they haven't pulled off yet, but I like it when they're in like, I like it when they're in uniform, but no, when they're in the jumpsuits, when Sam was the nurse, he looked fit in that. They were dressed as doctors at one point, they looked quite nice. I'm sure they were doctors last season. When they were priests, oh, sweet baby Jesus and the orphans. That was a good time, especially in the bloopers when they had the cut off sleeves. But I think the prison outfits, the jumpsuits, are putting the priests to run for their money. They're definitely up there for me. I'm going to have to do a thing at the end of the season where I rank, at the end of the show, whenever I get to the end of the 15 seasons, I might do like a favourite uniforms to dressed up as. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for that one. But so the episode was good. It was a very typical ghost story. Ooh, very typical ghost story in that they go to a location, they get themselves put in that location, a ghost is killing people, they stop the ghost. So in terms of like that, it was a very generic story, but the setting made it unique. The twist with Deacon made it really interesting. The fact that the nurse was not just killing him, she was doing that weird black veiny Willow from Buffy thing. It was cool, yeah. I like this episode, it was good. There was some good humour throughout. I love Tiny. I wish Tiny didn't have to die. But I like the humour, I like the seriousness, I like the setting, the jumpsuit. So yeah, I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point. But I thought it was a really good episode. Really enjoyed it. Hendrickson, I'm not loving so much at this point because, like I say, he turned into that, tell me. And even though, yes, Deacon knew, he didn't know that. So the fact that it was one of those situations where, I've said with torture in the 100 at one point, asking the question over and over again doesn't get you the answer. People start to tell you what you want to hear. You don't get the truth. And whilst in this situation, Hendrickson was right, and that Deacon knew what was going on, he didn't know that. So it could have been a case of he was just screaming at this innocent person who knew nothing about the situation, who was just punched by these prisoners and they escaped. And that kind of thing really bothers me, but it happens a lot. I've watched things like, what's it called? The Central Park 5 documentary. Oh boy. Right, I'm getting myself stressed out thinking about these things. So let's just end it, okay? I really enjoyed the episode. I thought it was quite strong. Let me know down below what you think of the episode. If you're interested in watching the full reaction to this episode, as well as the rest of Series 2, because they'll be up on Patreon at this point, there's a link down to my Patreon down below for you to have a browse and a peruse and see if you like what you see. That wasn't great grammar. Anyway, as always, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well and taking care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel and leave some comments down below just to let me know what you thought. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next week for not the penultimate episode for the finale, but the penultimate episode before the 2-part finale. So kind of a penultimate episode, but it's episode 20. Series 2 Supernatural. See you then, guys.